como ayer. Escuché tu nombre una y otra vez. El silencio de esta casa me reclama, me pregunta si tú vas a volver. Y
I remember when I was a little kid, I used to sing all the time. And I remember my mom used to sing all the time too. And I remember to me, she was like the best singer. But I didn't even know that she wanted to be a recording artist, because at that time we never really talked about it. It was just so hard to even imagine where we're coming from, because it was such a small little village that there was no possibility whatsoever. Most of the time, now that I have experience in the auditions, they let you sing like 20, 30 seconds just to kind of have a little of an idea. This guy let me sing like almost the whole entire song. He goes, recording artists or stars, in this case, recording, you know, like the in this case, I don't know, estrella in español is like star, or yeah, I can say that. He goes, they don't become, they born, and you're born with it. Cada vez que veo salir el sol como hoy, nada más puedo pensar en ti, mi amor.
The top stories on ABC News, and more than 100,000 people have died around the world from COVID-19.
Over a million have now been infected by coronavirus worldwide since the start of this outbreak. Thousands have died.
el color de tus ojos despertó mi interés y solo tengo ganas de verte otra vez. Dime que no está prohibido.
A cierto punto,
Quizás me animo y te pido verte el sábado a las 10.
Ha tenido una carrera súper exitosa y también has tenido muchos años dentro de la industria. Y aparte de que vamos a platicar de la carrera de Ismael Gallegos y de Lucas Ivana, que
this past year, when the lockdowns began and everything started to kind of close up, like studios, things of that nature, what were some of the challenges that you had to face now that, you know, things were starting to kind of shift?
I think one of the biggest challenges was the fact that I couldn't do anything publicly. And as an artist, I think that's like the main thing. We live, by the public. In other words, it's kind of like our fuel, you know? Without the public, what can we do? And one of the things that I can say was when everything started closing completely, and I was thinking like, holy cow, excuse my language, but I was thinking like, what are we gonna do now? In my mind, we're so used to do everything traditional. We feel like we have to have people face to face, otherwise we don't give the message, connection. So I was thinking, if I don't do shows, if I don't do interviews, if I'm not publicly out there, people are gonna forget about me, and what is gonna happen, you know? So you started getting panic. Even though at this point we have all these tools, social media and everything, I didn't think I can actually do something with it, because first of all, I didn't feel comfortable enough to use it for my own benefit. So I feel like at one point, I feel like there was really no other choice. I had to use whatever I had in front of me. I remember I started doing like just little live broadcasts, but nothing to do with like a concept or anything. Just I would just pick up my phone and I would just kind of like, hey, you know, like, how are you guys? I'm gonna sing a song. Aragón. Sí, estaba en su mejor momento, la verdad que sí. Little by little, there was more views, and and more new followers. And I was thinking, maybe this is something that I can, but nothing that I thought that it was really gonna work. At that point, it was just kind of like barely trying to like, yeah, exactly, little by little, little by little.
If you could give advice to your younger self in general, or anyone for that matter, what would that be?
I'm already worried about focusing in the money that I don't have, the label that I don't have, the management that I don't have. Just stop and analyze the things that you have in front of you without focusing in the traditional way of making it in any career. Not necessarily just in the entertainment, but any type of career you want to do in life. Focus on the things that are not traditional. Get out of your comfort zone and dig a little bit more. There's always going to be an opportunity for you to learn, and there's always going to be something for you to use, and they do work. Not necessarily the traditional way to make things.